pass rate of about 92%. And last year, it is a very successful class. If you're sitting there as an 8th grader saying, I'm not going to do that much homework, I'm not going to test as an 9th grader, but I want to be challenged, that middle spot is also a good one, which is honors world studies. It's going to move a little bit faster, same curriculum, but the speed is a little bit faster. You have a little bit more homework than world studies, but a little less overall homework than AP Human Geography. And instead of taking a college exam at the end of the year, you are doing what's called History Day, where you're going to do a history-based research project that you present at a competition at UNC. So we want you to see that you do have 3 different pathways. If you're looking at putting yourself in that college path, we encourage you to jump into AP Human Geography. If you're feeling like you're not ready, but you still want to be pushed, you have honors world studies as your other option.
Colorado Teacher of the Year, everybody. Okay, in addition to those 4 classes, we also have a lot of electives here at Greeley Central High School. And that is a positive thing, and sometimes a little bit overwhelming because there are so many choices. Again, you're making this choice based off of what you want, not what your best friend wants, or who your best friend at the time is, or who your boyfriend is right now. You're making the choice based off of you and what you're excited about. Okay, and so we've got lots of options. We want all of our 9th graders to take the health class right away. Okay? If you don't take it in the 9th grade, you can take it in the 10th grade. And if you don't take it in the 10th grade, we've got other options too. But we want every 9th grader to take health. If you've got a scheduling issue, we'll work on it with you. We're going to work it out. And I'm going to talk about why that might be here in a few minutes. Okay? We also strongly recommend that you take PE. Our PE classes are fantastic and we have so much fun. Okay, and so I recommend that you take PE right away as well. Okay, and then we have lots of other options. We have business classes. We have world languages. We offer French, Spanish, and German as options. We have advanced manufacturing, okay, where you're essentially learning how to solve real world problems using computer programs and build, which is fantastic. Okay, we have the Health Science Academy, incredible. If you're thinking of going into the medical field, we have Family and Consumer Sciences, where we're talking about like fashion and design. We also have classes like food science, and then next year after that, it can be catering and baking and pastry, which is all very. Okay, and then of course, as Greeley Central High School, the Arts Magnet program, we have an epic arts option here at Greeley Central High School on both the performing arts side and on the visual arts side. Okay, so we have a class called Arts and Culture, and if you're going to be in the Arts Magnet program, that is a required course to be in that program. And then if you're also in the Arts Magnet program, you take at least one other type of art class in your pathway. Okay, you're going to concentrate in that area, and our wonderful Arts Magnet program coordinator is here to answer any questions that you might have after this. We also have lots of visual arts classes like drawing, painting, ceramics, and then we have theater and dance. And we also have music classes in band, orchestra, choir, guitar, and digital music. So you have an epic amount of choices here at Greeley Central High School. So very quickly, oh, and then we also have Avid, as a singleton down here by itself. Most students at this point have already done their Avid interviews, okay? Because we came to the middle schools, we helped you register, you did your Avid interviews already. And we have an Avid table out here if you have questions. If you didn't do your Avid interviews, if you're interested in that program, you're gonna go see the Avid table afterwards. Okay, so let's do our math. You have 4 core classes. You have English, you have science, you have social studies, and you have math. Those are the 4 core classes. We have 7 classes at Greeley Central. You have places for 3 electives. Here, again, this is high school, it gets complicated. Some of them choose from are only a semester long. And so that's what we're going to help you out with when we come to middle schools next week of how do we do that. So let's say you're going to do health and PE. So that's 5. That's your 5 classes. So you get 2 more. And so you're like, ooh, maybe I want to do a world language class. That's 6. Ooh, and then I want to do drawing. That's 7. Okay, that is how it's going to work. So everybody has the 4 cores of math, science, English, and social studies. We recommend health and PE. So essentially, you have 2 choices of where you want to go with what your other options are. And again, we have lots of people who are here to help you with those choices. You're going to look at the list. You're going to go through the school. You're going to talk to people. And then next week, the counselors are coming to help you register. And you're going to be able to make a good choice about what you want to do. Again, not what your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your best friend wants you to do. What you want to do. Okay? So very quick, like I said, arts and culture, we have lots of options within this program. Okay, so you're going to choose band, orchestra, choir, dance, theater, or visual arts if you're in the Arts Magnet program, along with the arts and culture class. And you can also pick multiples, but you're going to check in with Ms. O'Connell if you have questions about it in the comments. Okay, our next one is we have the Health Science Academy, which is a fantastic program where you get concurrent enrollment, which means that you're getting college classes while you're here at Greeley Central, and you become a certified nursing assistant with a pathway into a nursing program or into some doctor programs, okay? Any kind of health, if that's what you're interested in, I want you to explore the Health Science Academy. Okay, our next one is we have advanced manufacturing. I talked about this one. This one has a partnership with Ames Community College, where you start taking classes here at Greeley Central, and then when you get into the upper levels, you go and take classes at Ames, which is fantastic. And then we have connections with Vestas and some other local businesses where we're helping kids get internships and jobs through that program. Okay, and so you as a ninth grader, that is super overwhelming, and you're like, Principal Zuloff, that's way too much information. Or you might be, Principal Zuloff, I need more information. And both pieces are okay. It's okay to feel both ways. Here is the summary. By the end of your ninth grade year, you're going to have a full year of English, a full credit. By the end of your ninth grade year, you're going to have a full year of math. You're going to have a full year of also have a half credit of PE, which goes towards your elective credits and your PE credits. And then you have going to take. Each one of them is a semester. Okay, some of them are a year long, but that we're here to help you out with. Okay, so how can you help as parents? We've got our adult side. What can you do as parents to help out in this transition from 8th to 9th grade? Okay, number one, please communicate regularly. We have Infinite Campus where you can download the app. We've got a table outside that can help you do that, where you can check your grades. You can get a notification real time if your kid is tardy to class. Super important that you know what's happening with your students and their grades. You're going to monitor their grades online. I have 3 kids, okay, in our school district, and you better know that if I get that notification about a missing assignment, I'm talking to them right away. Okay? We want you to understand the graduation requirements. This is what I talked about today, but we're going to continue talking about it when we have our parent meetings. And then we want you to help your student identify the right classes that they should register for. Okay? In addition to these pieces, our 9th graders come in, okay, and they're not adults yet. Their brains are not fully developed yet. Your brains actually aren't fully developed until your mid-20s. Okay? And so we want you to continue to help your kid make good decisions. Make sure they're eating vegetables. Make sure that they're sleeping 8 hours a night and they're not playing video games all night. Okay? Make sure you know where they're at in the evening. We know you're going to do that because that helps them out as well. Okay? And then in our next piece, in addition to all of those wonderful things, we also have a band booster club, which does some epic fundraising throughout the year, and they help our entire school, and of course our band program as well. We have a parent advisory council, where 4 times a year you can come check in with me, ask me questions, learn about what's happening at the school, and then we of course have many fundraising events throughout the school year. Okay? We want our students to be involved. That is another way that you as parents can. The research shows that the students who are involved in high school, whether that's in student council or game club, chess club, AVID, or the basketball team, are going to be way more successful in high school if they're involved in something. So help them get involved. In our main gym, which tonight actually has boys volleyball that you're welcome to go check in on. There's no fee tonight. Go check boys volleyball playing tonight. We have this on our gym floor, which is the ghosts are watching. So Greeley Central, again, is almost 100 years old in the castle. And what our saying is with the ghosts are watching is that everyone who graduates from Greeley Central High School is considered a ghost. Everybody who's been here before is now watching you and what you do with your time here at Greeley Central. And you have so many wonderful things that you have access to that we want you to partake in. And you want to make those ghosts proud, because yes, they do harm you, especially if you're in the elevator at night. Okay. Other things to be successful coming in. I want you guys to know these ahead of time. These are the principal-y things. Okay, and if you've grown, that's okay, but I want you to know ahead of time, and I'm going to go quickly. Okay, so cell phones, district-wide policy. There are no cell phones in our classrooms, and there's no cell phones in our hallways outside of passing period. So all of our 9th grade classes, you're going to put your cell phones and your earbuds into a pouch when you get into the classroom. Okay, you got to know that ahead of time. It's a pouch right at the door or in the back of the classroom, but no cell phones are out in our 9th grade classes. Okay, and that includes earbuds. Attendance is incredibly important. We need you here every single day. Unless you have a fever, unless you're barfing, we need you here because every single day matters, okay? And so we're asking that you have less than 4 school day absences per year, okay? Because we have 7 classes a day, that's 28 period absences. Try to be here every single day. Next one. IDs, all of our students must have their IDs with them at all times. When you came in the west entryway, all of our students scan in with their IDs so we know what time they're coming into the building. If you forget your ID, you get to print a sticker one, which means you stand in a line and you also get charged $1. So I know from 8th grade that y'all have your IDs. Make sure that you're wearing them and bringing them in high school. Okay, you have them in your pocket, you have them in your backpack, but you gotta bring your ID. On the back of your ID is your QR code, where you have to scan into your computer. That's another reason to have it. It's a school safety measure, but it's also for your Chromebook that you log in. Okay, and then our next one, our dress code. Our district is working on our school-wide dress code for some of these policies. It's super important as we want kids here learning in a safe environment. And so, yes, I have butts on the screen. I apologize. So your torso and your butts are covered. So that means we're not doing crop tops, we're not doing tube tops, and you can't sag your pants. Okay? We also have no solid red or solid blue here at Greeley Central. And what I mean by that is it's like the true red and the true blue. Again, that's a safety measure. And they also have no multiples of red and blue. And so Principal Zuloff, what does that mean? So for example, I have black shoes, black pants, black polka dots. That's 3 multiples of black. You can't do that with red or blue. Okay? If you come in with a dress code violation, we help you get changed and we help you fix it. And then you go to class. And then that's it. Okay? We want to make sure that everybody's here, safe, and following the rules. We also have no hats and no hoodies on during the school day. During extracurricular events, you can wear your hats. But during the school day, no hats and no hoodies on. You can wear a hoodie, you just can't have the hood up. And then, of course, on your attire, we don't have any references to alcohol, drugs, or weapons. Again, all school safety. Okay, questions and next steps. Mrs. Leonard and I are going to be here to answer some questions right outside the auditorium. Mr. Rand and Ms. Hernandez, our school counselors, are going to be in the west entryway. Your program coordinators are going to be in the commons, and all of your coaches and athletes are still going to be in the gyms and in the commons to answer more questions for you as well. Okay, another way to get your questions answered is that you can go to our school website. This QR code goes directly to our website. It has contact information, it has the calendar, and it also has the opportunities to volunteer and be a part of the school accountability committee. Okay, and then Mrs. Leonard wants to say one thing. This is Mrs. Leonard, she's your administrator.
Thank you. One of our other opportunities for today is a tour, and we have our AVID students waiting outside of the doors to take groups of people around the building and give a tour. You are more than welcome to partake in that as well.
Okay, please take advantage of that. Go check out the castle. Go check out the advanced manufacturing classroom, the health science classroom. Go talk to Ms. O'Connell Black. All right, that's it for me today. We're super excited. They're going to be Wildcats. Let's go.